Hey guys, so it's my last city on my solo Euro trip, which happens to be Barcelona, Spain. So now on this trip, I was not actually solo. A friend of mine met me. She ruined my trip. I'm joking. It's my lovely friend slash pro-fight slash spesh, Jasmine Poole.
Hey.
How you doing?
Fine.
So we're gonna talk about our trip in Barcelona. So here's the weird thing though about traveling solo for
like 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks and
Psycho.
then having someone meet you, right? As much as I love Jasmine,
As you should.
and we have traveled together before and we get along fine, it is a little weird when I was like comfortable being by myself and then I had to like deal with a friend.
Really?
It did feel that way, and I told you that. Even though I was lonely in Venice, it was weird, like, oh, I have to talk to her versus like...
But you were calling me.
But you know what I mean? It's like when you go to a hostel and like you are by yourself, you're more inclined to meet people versus if you walk in as a pair, it's like, well, I feel comfortable with you. Am I going to be more inclined to talk to other people? So I warned Jasmine that I was like, look, this is my trip. If you're meeting me on the trip, this is where we're staying. This is what we're doing. And you have to be nice to people. Because we're going to meet a bunch of people on this trip and
I told her I am nice.
So, first, where did we stay? We stayed at the St. Christopher's Inn, which was right in the city center, kind of, I think it was. And it was very easy to get from the airport. We took a bus from the airport directly to like the city center, and the hostel was a couple blocks from there. So our room, and this was Jasmine's first time in a hostel.
Yeah.
I got to convince someone to go to a hostel.
Yeah, she did.
So how did I convince you? Because I told you had no choice.
Yeah.
Okay. But we stayed in a 6-person mixed room. It was very colorful.
The artwork was really nice. I remember like when I was walking in, I was like, oh, taking a picture. I felt like a tourist. Taking pictures of the walls in the bathroom and in the hallways. Yeah, the hallways were really colorful. The bathrooms. So that was nice to see. And the people that worked there were actually really nice and inviting. Nice. Yes. So they made me feel welcome. You felt comfortable. I felt warm inside. Yeah. Yeah, but we shared a bathroom that was on the floor. But the room was simple. A plug and a light next to your bed and stuff like that. Sometimes the curtain was a little weird sometimes. I didn't want to wake up and somebody be like... But like looking in your face. The other hostels I stayed at, some of them didn't have curtains, but it was like nice to have a curtain because then it's like if you're sleeping all like drunk and like... That's true. No one was in your face. I liked it. I like St. Christopher. And they are attached to a bar called Belushi's or something like that. So when you stay at the hostel, you actually get a discount off of the liquor. And the food. And the food. Oh, and it was free breakfast. I never woke up in time for breakfast. I made sure I was up for breakfast. So as soon as we got there, we checked in. Jasmine made me go to the bar and start drinking. Yes. Yes, I did. As soon as we got there, we went to the bar. 9 a.m.? It was like early lunchtime. Yeah, it was still morning though. Or it was probably like maybe 11:30 a.m. Made me get 2 drinks because it was 2 for 1. That's a fact. Because I'm here and I'm ready. So the first day, we were exploring Barcelona. So we decided to like walk around. We were near La Rambla. We walked for a while. There was a huge like market expo. I think we just saw people like walking. It was like there was a big sign though. Oh yeah, huge sign, and they had like Nike, but olds kind of like Nike, Adidas, Pepe. No, right? They had like a bunch of stuff that was like it was like an outlet. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. It was an outlet, and it was just like a bunch of stuff in this big ass warehouse. I got one thing. But there was like a palace or like a museum thing that had like a water show, but we didn't come back in time for the water show. But I don't understand people's fascination with water shows though, to be honest. Like, it's pretty. Like, it is pretty, but I feel like how many times you gonna watch water jump? I mean, because it goes like in waves and then it goes like that and then it goes. I think when we got back, we went to the bar though for happy hour. Again, that was the first time when we met those guys in the elevator that I thought were gay. Cause he had like little shorts on. But I was like, yes, cheeks, right? But like they were actually like mad cool. Yeah, we hung out with them for
for like till that night. And then so we went to this club called Jamboree.
Litty.
And they played hip hop music. It was downstairs. That was like the spot, like to go and get some good hip hop and R&B music.
It had a little raga music, raga, you know, and it wasn't that far. We actually walked. We went like what, twice?
Yeah. We were only in Barcelona for what, like 3 days. And we went to Jamboree first. The second night we tried to go to Opium and ended up, or we tried to go to Shoko and ended up at Opium, one or the other.
Yeah, I couldn't get in.
This is what she had on. They wouldn't let her in.
I didn't know it was dressing.
So we went next door, but it was like house dance, whatever. And
I was trying to make the best out of it. She didn't like it.
I needed my drugs.
And
and I was tired.
I saw her like getting frustrated because I know like she has like this thing that she does. She starts playing with her hair and starts looking away, and then her face is just like plain and don't touch me. And I was just like,
I was really annoyed.
I was still going.
I was tired.
I was like, listen, we're out here now. Let's try to make the best of it.
What did we eat that first night? We ate at the bar. The other place that we ate at was called Cafe Jamie. I got cuttlefish, which is the cousin of squid.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get Jasmine to eat some. It was actually really good. I had some roasted vegetables that were really good, and Jasmine got this plain looking piece of chicken cutlet and some fries.
No, I had the chorizo too.
I have a picture of you eating chicken. She didn't want to try my cuttlefish.
Nah. So you see the way it looked?
The cuttlefish was good. It was tasty. The sauce that they had was really
No.
delicious.
You made me taste it.
Oh, and you didn't like it?
No.
And they had these drinks that you can get, which was like wine and what was it called? Vino Verde, something like that.
It was good.
And it was actually very tasty. I made Jasmine ride a bike. Say hi, Jasmine. Because again, I told her this is my trip, and
I asked her. I begged her, please, can we not? Can we not? Things that I haven't.
She hasn't ridden a bike in a long time prior to that, so I think she was a little.
I was nervous,
and we were like riding in the streets and whatnot.
She's insane,
but it was cheaper because the bikes. It was called Donkey Republic. You were able to like rent the bikes using Bluetooth on your phone. Wherever you were, they would tell you how many bikes were in that area. You walk up to the bike, it'll unlock it, and then you can ride it for however long you want to pay for it for.
So scary.
And then,
so scary.
You know, return it to another hub that's where you're actually trying to go. So it was cheap because it was only like $1 or $2 for like an hour. And then it's a nice way to see the city. So we like rode around and we went to all of the Gaudi buildings. Barcelona is known for a lot of their structures because of him. And his style was very unique. You can pay to go into the buildings, but I didn't pay to go in. There was one that we did want to go into, but it was actually sold out. And that's the church that like they're reconstructing or refacing or something, like they're finishing it.
It wasn't done yet.
Yeah, he didn't get to finish it. So they're
he
trying
passed
to finish
away,
it.
no?
Yeah. Recommendation, if you are going to go to Barcelona and you want to go to his church, book your ticket before you get there. Because when we got there, it was sold out for like 2 weeks. So we couldn't go inside.
We just took pictures out on the outside and zoomed in and saw people walking upstairs. It's not being able to go inside and actually see. Because he's very detailed. And each building is different. Like no buildings are like.
One was an apartment building for like a wealthy old families that
got money.
One was just kind of like a museum kind of thing. One they did turn into like a bookstore. And then there's a park, but we didn't go to the park.
It was too far. My butt still hurts from the bikes.
No, it does not.
After a while, it wasn't that bad, but I did almost get hit.
You almost got hit by a car?
Yeah. Because you took the light and I was trying to follow you. She would go in the street, out the street.
So in Barcelona, they have a lot of markets, just in general. Like there's a lot of food markets.
Oh my God.
And the food is still alive.
Oh my God.
So The market is huge. We didn't buy anything, but it was nice to look at.
The fish scared me.
I don't remember seeing prostitutes.
Are you kidding?
Where did we see prostitutes?
On the strip. I'm coming back.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, that main strip, when we went to Jamboree, when we were walking back, there were not prostitutes that were out, but they weren't like sexy, cute.
No, they
was like
they was dressed up like me.
Yeah, and then
standing outside,
just regular.
And the thing is that what made it sad, what made it hurt, is that they were black. So I think they, like came from Africa because like it's not that far, and I was like, damn, why my people? And I almost got left behind because I was like, I wanted to not like watch, but I was interested in their tactics.
You want to pick up people?
I'm not trying to pick up people. I just wanted to see how it worked because we're used to women with the boobs up, the short dresses, and the high heels.
And they had regular clothes on.
Regular clothes on, sneakers, jeans,
yeah.
A hoodie. Like, you didn't look appealing to, as what we see streetwalkers, like, look like. So it was just like, what?
So the second day... that's when we did a lot of our exploring because that was when we actually rented the bikes and really rode around to all of the Gaudi buildings. Mm-hmm. And then we also found this, somebody mentioned it to us from in the hostel, but it was an old bullfighting ring. And it cost like €5 to get in. And not that it was like anything special, but it was just interesting. It was cool. Being in a bullfighting ring like by yourself. Like, and they let you walk wherever you wanted to. Like, you can walk the grounds, you can walk in the seats, sit in the seats, walk around. It was a little creepy, though, because it's like no one was really there. And, it's kind of like haunted bullfighting ring. I don't know. But it was during the day. It wasn't at night. But imagine at night.
But usually you see, like, bull rings, like, in movies. So it was very interesting to kind of, like, see one in person.
And we chose to act retarded. I was the bull. And she was the bullfighter.
Yeah. You couldn't have done that by yourself. You couldn't have run around being a bull by yourself. You would have looked crazy.
Like, we didn't look crazy doing that anyway.
It's okay, but it's two of us.
So there's a park in Barcelona that has an arc, the Arc de Triomphe or something like that. And so we rode through the park also. And the park was nice, though.
We went at night, too.
Mm-hmm. And we found an elephant statue. Yeah, we just rode around there, and then we went to eat. No, we had ramen that day.
Which was really good. Those bun things.
It's a bao bun. There's a spot in Brooklyn that's bad good.
You said you're supposed to take me. You
on Vanderbilt.
You never took me.
Sorry. Technically, our last day in Barcelona. We rode the bikes to
whatever she says.
The beach, to the marina. It was Barceloneta. Which was also kind of like the beach that the clubs were at. That's where like Opium, Shoko, Pasha, like all those clubs are. Mm-hmm. But so we went to the beach during the day, the seaport kind of area. Like, it was nice.
It was like a seaport. They had a concert happening out there. There was singers.
I don't remember the singers. Oh, there were these, and so I don't like to make it a racial thing, but I feel like in New York. Typically, the people that be selling stuff on the corner, like unless you go to Chinatown. If you're not in Chinatown, I feel like the Africans usually be selling
the knockoff
stuff. So it's just kind of funny coming from New York, and then when you go to another country, and then it's still the Africans that are selling the same things. Yo, when I tell you, they had the cleanest knockoff Nikes.
Adidas. Come on now.
But they had their whole spread.
And people actually buying it.
Sometimes it's like, who gonna check me? Who really gonna look at my sneaker that close?
I'll be looking.
That's you.
I look. I'm sorry. When I meet somebody, even on the train, I look down at your shoes first, and then I look up.
I mean, I look at people's shoes, but I also might not catch that it's a knockoff.
I mean, well, I knew off the back that all Adidas. Why? Because of course I'm an Addy head. 3 shot gang. So I know straight off the back, looking at a pair of Ultra Boosts or something that was just a knockoff.
Yeah, not me. I don't know. But they had also like other little stands throughout the street along towards the beach, like keychains and jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry.
Some clothes, but it was a ton of them. So it's like you can actually spend like just an hour trying to like go and look at all of the stands that they had over there. And then we went to the actual beach itself. We went to this beach bar and they tried to kill me because I wanted a fish taco and they put freaking pork rinds on top of the fish taco. I could have died. The drinks were good though. There was this one pasta place that we went to. It was around the corner from the hostel called Macchina or Macchina.
Oh my God, it was so good.
And it wasn't even like anything that was like OD fancy. Like you pick what you want and they cook it right there for you and then that's it. And it was pasta. But the food was just so fresh. It was so fresh that I ended up burning my eyes out. So I love spicy food. And I ordered pasta and I wanted crushed red peppers. So, you know, nobody ever puts enough crushed red peppers that I want.
You gotta reverse it back.
Why?
Why did we even go there first other than we were hungry? Because we came out, there was a protest.
Right. There was a protest going on in Barcelona, which actually has gotten worse. Have you seen somebody's in Barcelona now and they're burning shit now? Yes. So there was a protest. I don't fully understand why. I think I don't want to say the wrong thing. And they blocked off that whole center like area. So we couldn't even get to the bikes that we rented. No. And when I tell you like people in SWAT like gear, like riot gear.
And you already know what's going on here. So when I see, I'm like, you know what? Take my black ass somewhere else.
So we were hungry. We were supposed to rent our bikes and go somewhere else. And so we ended up going around the corner to the pasta place. Now, can I tell how I burned my eyes out?
Yes.
So I like spicy food, crushed red peppers. They put a little bit, but I wanted more. And they were actual peppers. Like, it wasn't like it was already crushed. Like, you had to crush them yourself. So I'm like, oh, this is lit. Making my own, crushing them. Amazing. Eat the food, we chatting, and then I'm like, all right, let's see if the protest is done. I think I went to go get a different bike.
With Donkey Republic, the bikes were showed one in like 2 different places. So I said, all right, I'll go here and you go there, and then we'll meet up in the middle.
Right. But what happened to me was I found my bike and I'm standing there and I'm like, oh, damn, the protest is still going on. And for some reason, I rubbed my eye and I guess the residue of the crushed red peppers were on my finger. I felt like I got pepper sprayed in my eye and literally I was just screaming for Jasmine in the street, but she wasn't there. So
I came eventually.
You did, but I'm like trying to text her I can't see, so I'm like, Jasmine! So I had a water bottle in my bag, so now I'm like throwing water on my face.
Literally.
Like, in the street corner.
She had a big ass bottle of water.
And I'm just like this. Like in the street, and so these 2 girls were like, did you just get maced by the protest? And I was like, no, like no one else is over here in the corner. But then she had some sort of like makeup spray thing that's supposed to help get makeup out of your eyes or whatever, so she sprayed that in my face. But I was like, I don't know if I could trust what you're spraying in my face. My face was all puffy. Like that was the worst experience ever. Like, so now I'm terrified. I'm terrified now when I like cook with stuff and I'm like, did I really wash my hands? Like, ugh. And I think the people at the storefront where I was throwing water in my face, they thought I was
part of the protest, so they wasn't trying to help her.
They weren't helping.
They locked the doors.
I was about to say, I think they locked the door.
They wouldn't let her in.
So there was also this lookout point called Bunker de Campo, which was an old like.
And my friend told me about that.
Yes.
My friend Keeves.
But yeah, so you take the bus and then you walk up this hill to this lookout point, which was an old military, I think like campsite or like something like that. So it did have like a little museum thing that you can go in and kind of read about the history, like what it was used for and what was going on in Barcelona at the time. The view was beautiful, and on both sides. One side you were looking at the beach, and the other side was just like the city and like the mountains. That actually was really nice. Like, I'm glad we went. And then we went out again our last night back to Jamboree because we wanted some hip hop. And then we made some friends. Hi, Nadira.
Hi.
And Fatima.
Hey, boo.
Because they were like the only other black people
there.
They were from Jersey. So we were like, oh, East Coast. And we're still cool with them even now. See the friends you can meet while traveling. They were also actually, point this out, Black girls also staying in a hostel.
It's not a white thing.
It's not. And I wanted to actually interview Nadira so she could also like say like just her experience staying in hostels, because she stayed by herself and also with her friend. It's cheaper. You meet people, and like that's now how I automatically what I go to when it comes to traveling.
Yeah.
So
I mean it's good also if you're a solo traveler, honestly. Like it's the easiest way to meet people. I remember when I was in Colombia and I was checking in, and this girl, she was looking at a map. She was like, "Oh, do you want to go together?" And I was just like,
I feel like people are more inclined to be nicer and like interact with you versus if you go to like a hotel. I felt like after my trip, I came back like a investigator, only because every time I met people, I had to ask them, "Where are you from? What do you do? Oh, well, that's cool. How long have you been traveling?" Like it was always those kind of questions. So when I came back, I felt like I would just start talking to strangers.
She was the only one talking to strangers now.
And I would just
be
the
stranger talker.
I was just like, "So where are you from? What do you do?" And I was just like, "All right, maybe I should stop," because
a little kind of creepy in the States.
Right, when I come
we're not like this here.
But yeah, so it was nice to like meet other young Black women that also either traveled by themselves and stayed in a hostel too.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed my Euro trip. This was the last city. Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, but I made it up because my whole existence. Come on now, stop it.
Anyway,
I just quit my job before I went there too. So
did you? Oh, when you left Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of quitting jobs, wait till my next video.
Wow.
For my next trip. But so I know some people that I've spoken to have already like gone to Spain based off of the videos that I posted before. If you do, please share or just like comment, like, you know, say like, "Oh, I went there, I did this, that sounds cool," whatever, because it does actually make me feel good knowing that like you've been able to try some things, or I made some things a little bit easier for you and you enjoyed them. So please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. And share it. And then my next series of videos are gonna be interesting. So, but thank you, Jasmine, for coming and joining.
Anytime. We'll meet again.
My video. Yeah, because she's probably gonna crash another one of my
That's
trips.
a fact. That's a fact.
All right. Well, see you next time.